is going really well. She certainly looks very healthy, and she's sleeping a lot more than usual, which is very normal. And at this stage, no signs of labour, which is what we would expect. It could happen any day though at this stage, but we're very happy with how she is. Gorilla births are extremely similar to human births. There's the first stage where the mother has contractions, and the contractions get more and more close together, and that process is all about getting her cervix dilated, ready for the baby to go through. Now, the same thing happens in gorillas, but it happens a lot faster in gorillas, sometimes as short as half an hour. Probably more the average is about 1.5 to 2 hours. So we know that will happen very, very quickly. But during that phase, we'll expect her to start looking a little bit uncomfortable. Now, with a woman, it all starts with her waters breaking. That's typically when we go, oh, we have to go to hospital now, the waters break. And that happens with gorillas as well, but we don't see it as obviously, because when a woman's waters break, she knows that's just happened uncontrollably. When we see water suddenly passing under the gorilla, for all we know, she could be urinating. So it's really not that obvious to us, that water's breaking moment. We then see her starting to have some funny episodes that we think are probably contractions. Again, she can't talk to us, but she'll be having some behaviours which are a bit unusual. She might be having a little series of grunts, or she might be positioning herself against the wall and stretching out. And at first we'll see those little periods of what we think are contractions happening 10 to 30 minutes apart, but then as time goes on they get closer and closer together, and eventually they're only 2 to 3 minutes apart, and we know the birth's very, very close. In a woman, that's stage 2 labour, so that's when she starts pushing really hard and that baby comes out. Same thing in a gorilla, but that happens really, really quickly, stage 2 in a gorilla. Then stage 3 in a woman is when their placenta comes out, and that happens sometime in the first 12 hours after the baby's born. In the case of the gorilla, that happens as well, but the big difference is the gorilla mother will often eat her placenta, and it's really important for us to know when that placenta comes out, because if it doesn't come out, we might have some trouble. So we have to have the keepers watch the gorilla mother constantly, because if she passes it and eats it and we miss that, well, then we don't know it's happened. So some similarities, some differences.